What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the OPPO Find N3 and the OnePlus Open's top features. I think I'm going to include 5. There are actually many more, but these are my top kind of 5 features about the devices. I'm going to compare them to other foldable and non-foldable devices. I'm looking for your comments, questions about either device. I will do a software video in relation to the differences between the Chinese ROM and the global ROM with Oxygen and ColorOS, but that's in an upcoming video. Today I'm going to focus on more of, I guess, the hardware features. Let's go. Now, the first feature is not going to sound like a feature, but we just take it for granted. The OnePlus Open has a very much candy bar style outer screen. It's 6.3 inch diagonal, it's 120 Hz, it's LTPO from 10 Hz to 120. It's a fantastic near 2K display. But the feature of the OnePlus Open is it unfolds. I know that sounds bloody obvious, but a lot of people are still not convinced by a foldable phone. The fact that you can unfold this device and get a better screen on the inside. So just to confirm, it is a 2K display on the inside. It's a 2800 nit brightness. It's 1 to 120 Hz LTPO3 technology. In my opinion, for my money, and I think on hardware, it's the best inner display on a foldable phone available today. So, when you've got 2 or 3 apps you want to be using at the same time, unfold the phone and there you have it. For me, this is a feature we don't talk about, but it's a mobile phone, and in this mobile phone's benefit, you can unfold it. Now, the second feature is the speakers. I've mentioned this on pretty much every video. The OnePlus Open has the best speakers on any foldable device I've ever used. I even went as far as to say I think it's up there with the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which I believe is the best speakers on any phone, period. Here's a comparison between the two. Let me know in the comments what you think's better, the iPhone or the OPPO/OnePlus. Now also, a tiny caveat, and I'm not convinced it's true, but I can't honestly say because I've never owned one. I had one comment say that the ROG Phone 6 has its best speakers, and that might be true. The issue is about 3 people buy that phone, so it's, yeah, most people don't care. However, if that is what you're saying as the best speakers in your opinion, then I respect that. From all the phones I've tested, the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the OnePlus Open are very comparable. I actually can't pick a winner. Now I'm going to save the best feature, in my opinion the best feature, to the end. The next feature is actually the cameras. I mentioned that the OnePlus and the OPPO have the best inner screen on any foldable. I've mentioned they've got the best speakers. Well, on paper, the OnePlus and the OPPO have the best camera system on any foldable. That's due to the new Sony T800 pixel stacked lens, the 3.2 times optical zoom, which is actually 6 times lossless, the ultra-wide camera that continues the same colours throughout each lens, so whether you're switching from wide, telephoto to ultra-wide, the consistency is fantastic. The 4K video recording on all 5 cameras. Yes, the inside camera, which you may tend to use for like Zoom or video calls, is also 4K. Super impressed with the hardware and the camera setup on these devices. However, I've mentioned it already, OnePlus have a bit to go as far as software. Post-processing, they can't complete with my Google Pixel Fold, for example. I would actually say that the end shots of the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 and the Honor Magic V2 are on a par with the OnePlus due to the post-processing. Now, the final feature I want to talk about before I get to my overall best fact about the OnePlus. So there is something else coming, but this is kind of the final feature, and it's stylus support. While the OnePlus and the OPPO are not the first and won't be the last to get stylus support, they are one of the only foldable phones around that support stylus support on the inner and outer screen. That stylus also controls the camera, which again doesn't really happen with many other foldable phones. You might get camera control on your Samsung, but you can't use it on outer display. You might get both inner and outer control with the stylus on the Honor, but it won't control the camera. The OnePlus Pen, which is actually the OPPO pen that you can use for the N2 or N3, works fantastically for taking photos when you're away from the camera, using the Bluetooth pen, and then obviously notes, drawing, multitasking, all that stuff. Now, the final feature I want to talk about is the price and options. Because the OnePlus Open and the OPPO Find N3 are the same device, you have the choice. No matter what region you're in, you can import the OPPO, you can buy the OnePlus. You have the choice to choose from all of the colours, all of the variants, which one you're going to buy. And no matter which one you're going to buy, it's going to be cheaper than its competition. And that is a big feature for me. For context, the Samsung Z Fold 5 is still £1,750. The Google Pixel Fold right now is still £1,750. Now, folks, that's for the 256GB versions of both phones. The OPPO Find N3, let me just grab it here, that I done my first impressions on yesterday, with its 1TB, its unbelievable unboxing experience, you can cop this for under £1,700, and it's a terabyte of storage. Use some of that savings to buy the OPPO pen for $130 on GizStop. You can get these for the same price as your Pixel Fold or your Z Fold 5. To me, the best feature of all. Now, you might have your own opinions. Let me know in the comments. Other things I didn't talk about as far as features were multitasking. I've said ad nauseum how great I love the fact that you can get 3 full screen apps side by side on that open canvas. No other phone does this. No matter how many Samsung Knights try to tell me different, you cannot get 3 full screen apps side by side. You can split 3 ways by having 2 small squares and 1 larger square. Something in my eye. But you can't get 3 apps side by side. So, calm down. You wasted your money. I'm joking. You didn't waste your money. The Z Fold 5's fine. So, as always, I want to hear from you in the comments. If you've watched to the end of the video, the secret word is going to be fold. I am going to be doing a giveaway very, very soon. So, I'm not going to give you any details, but it's not going to be a charging cable or a charging brick. It's going to be a substantial giveaway to celebrate surpassing 10k subscribers and for all the support you give. So, subscribe and there'll be more details in the next video. And until the next video,